Hey Scorpio, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Scorpio. And as always, a general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Scorpio, apologize for my delays. I've been very ill and I'm just recuperating, but here we go. Let's get into this. So the first thing I heard, Scorpio, is don't be too harsh of a critic. If you're new to my channel, this is a general read for the month of January. This is timeless also, so whenever you see it is when there is a message for you. I focus on soul transitions during these type of general reads where it's about the growth, evolution of your soul. So the fact that I'm hearing don't be too harsh of a critic to the world. We have the moon and the strength, and it's why I'm hearing that. As soon as I saw these cards come out, and there's something in your subconscious that I think you got to be careful with it leading you to your ego a little stronger. You also have the King of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. But I also see this as a form of energetic protection. Ignore it. Oh, I forgot to turn it off. I just had something going on, but I already turned it off. But anyways, it's an energetic protection emotionally that you're doing in terms of what you're working towards with this Three of Pentacles. So you're in this process of building, which I feel has Scorpios, you guys are very strong. And that's the only reason I give these reads as strong as I do to a Scorpio, because you guys can handle it. And so let's just keep going. I just feel this energy of you guys definitely working on something and you're really protecting your energy. But I also feel this energy of just, again, don't be too harsh of a critic. So let's see what your soul growth is. And that's fast. All right, what's the soul growth for? So we have trauma and wounds. So this to me comes from probably the harsh criticism comes from, again, a need to protect. So some of healing may have to be done here. So we have deep familiar and past life wounds are causing an impact in this life. Identify repetitive patterns to allow healing and releasing. That's where maybe some of you need that emotional protection. But what that's really showing you is that there's something to need. If it's causing a trigger to say, I need a boundary, then there's something to be seen there. It's what I'm saying. Forgiveness. To offer your forgiveness to another liberates your own heart from pain. So some of you may have to forgive something from the past. And of course, protection. I knew it. The need for energetic, emotional, or physical boundaries is necessary for you at this time. I feel this has a lot to do with, that's why I'm feeling with this King of Cups and this Three of Pentacles, you're growing emotionally. There's something about you preserving yourself at this moment, which is why Spirit is saying the boundaries, which it's okay. Bottom of the deck. Oh, there we go. Triggering. Spiritual places and triggering. Experience a retreat or other spiritual place with like-minded souls to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So a lot of you, maybe some of this harsh criticism, again, comes from some conscious, the moon. And there's a need to probably connect with like-minded souls. Maybe this is a time you preserve to be around those who you kind of just resonate with. Why? Because I feel I keep hearing the world. So the world is triggering you. So a lot of you are empaths. And so there is a triggering effect that happens with your, and it's triggering maybe some trauma wounds that maybe you thought you didn't even think about, whatever the case may be. The point here is there is something to look at. So you may be put to the test. There we go. That's why there's a test here for you. In certain situations, to address patterns with yourself and others. If this brings up behavior that must be corrected, now is the time. So this is a course correction is what I'm saying. A lot of the times when we go through a spiritual growth, or we're healing, or we're moving towards a better version of ourselves, there isn't an end point. Some people think, I'm good, I'm done, I finished, I'm in full completion. That is false. There's no such thing as full completion. There's a such thing as a constant evolution. So this test is just giving you more information is what I'm seeing. Scorpio. This may be too strong for some people. This may not, if you're a Scorpio, this may not be your read. I know my hypersensitive Scorpios out there, so I've just been really giving that message out there. Oh, let's pull a major arcana shift. So let's see what the major arcana shift is. There we go. Good. The Wheel of Fortune, it's faded. A happy change. So your angels have heard your prayers and have banded together to create a real and joyful change, real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of activity. Be confident and trust the guidance you receive. I feel that this is just, again, a test to your healing, and it may create sudden activity in your life, where this is why the Three of Pentacles is here, where it's something you've got to work towards or something you're moving forward to. So just take it as information and transmute that, because as Scorpio, you guys know how to do that best. Yeah, transmuters, okay? So let's see what you need to allow. I allow myself to expand my awareness. There we go. This is why I say the ending of a spiritual evolution doesn't have an ending, right? There's no such thing, right? People who assume that is not. There's a constant expanding of awareness. You're going to always expand. You're always going to evolve. So you need to allow that to take place, which is why I feel that strong ego, no judgments on other things or what's happening, as in if your turning point is final. Yeah, surrender to divine timing. This is when Spirit tells you, hey, here we go, divine timing. We're going to test you. Let's see, the ego is always going to be tested. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. Thank you, Spirit. I'm not kidding you, Scorpio. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, and it says it right there, quote unquote, I'm not making this up. According to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. There you go. This is what I'm saying, Scorpio. There's something about you that you kind of have to, see it from a perspective of a test. Your ego's getting tested, because that means there's the ego is ahead of the authentic self. So it's just a lesson. It truly is. That's all it is. It's a lesson. Do protect your energy, in the sense of what you need to nurture for yourself. But with that moon energy, like I said, that energy of don't be too harsh of a critic is what I'm getting from the ego here. So it could be critic to yourself, but critic to the world as well is what I feel strongly. So let's see what's going on. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of cards, but we're going to take them. So here we go with Six of Pentacles. This to me always speaks of how karma plays out in our physical life. So right now there's a need for growth. Six represents growth. There's a need for balance. So here we have deception and envy, Seven of Swords. I feel this is more about what's being surfaced here. And I also feel the ego here with the Seven of Swords. Love begins, Ace of Cups. You just have to freshen your waters, basically, is what Spirit is saying. Pour fresh water again, as we do, the world, because we're always evolving, the universe, and there goes the cosmo energetic. They're giving you this test. This is a cycle test, I feel, for you, Scorpio. So this is why we have the Wheel of Fortune. Either way, it's going to teach you something that is valuable, and you know, the end goal is obviously to get you at a better turning point no matter what, right? That is what Spirit does for us. So that's the true test of the faith and divine timing, right? Versus it manifesting when we say we want things, things turning out when we want them, not trusting the process, right? We lose faith when we don't trust the process and have faith. So give me more of the Seven of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. So clearly there's something you want, right? And there's something you're working towards. Three of Pentacles. We're working towards growth. Some of you, family dynamics may be resurfacing too here because the Seven of Swords, where again we have a trigger test happening. It could be within amongst family. It could have happened during the holidays. Here more of this Ten of Pentacles. Maybe a turn of events that kind of resurfaced for you. The Star, but it's all leading you back to your higher self. So this is where Dios mío, Scorpios, some of you, I think Spirit is bringing you down from the high horse. So some of you may have had I just feel the superior complex here with the Star when it comes to your surroundings, maybe family. And there's nothing wrong with seeing when you awaken, there's a version of you that can see things, and people do fall behind. But again, I don't want you guys to, again, it's that ego. I'm giving this reading the way I'm giving because I do feel a really strong ego here. So Spirit, give me more on this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, divine timing. Spirit just keeps saying the same thing here. Temperance. That's divine timing. You're going to learn a big lesson here. Your ego, your authentic self, right? So the Star, your authentic self wants you to learn a very valuable lesson out of some level of delusion or deception or belief. And I do feel there's this false sense of self here. And there's nothing wrong. There's accountability and authenticity that this is part of the learning. This is part of it. You know, I allow myself to expand my awareness. When you can tell yourself, I don't have all the answers right now. You know, came around this Ace of Cups. That is true sense of growth, you know. Came around this Ace of Cups. Yeah, so the patience required for this level of growth, I feel with the Seven of Pentacles, there's something that you're being shown here. And you've got to let that part grow. Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds. There's a part of you that's growing. And here with the Page of Wands is the soul. The wands represent the soul. So again, it goes back to this dialogue that you're also just new. We're always new in the cycle of learning. And this Page of Wands is fresh. It's you're learning the soul too as you go. Some of us are just the blind leading the blind. Game more the Page of Wands. This is part of the learning curve. Game more on this Page of Wands. Yeah. We've got Five of Swords, Two of Cups, and the King of Cups, which we had here. King of Cups. So a lot of you are protecting your energy. This is what I'm saying. There are connections you're protecting yourself from. There are boundaries here, Five of Swords, that you are going to have to choose to protect. But I also am just feeling Five of Swords can also represent this win. And I feel like some of you have this emotional win. Again, feeling, I'm sorry guys, I'm just getting this strong energy about just being more compassionate towards the world. It's not about winning. It's just not. That's why Spirit is saying forgiveness. To offer your forgiveness to another liberates you from your own heart or pain. And I feel like the ego right now is just responding to this kind of secretive win. But that's the lesson, because we're talking about a test, right? You may be put to test in certain situations to address patterns with yourself and others. If this brings a behavior that must be corrected, now is the time. And this could bring a winning behavior, Five of Swords, that has to, it's like a course correction for you with the World and the Eight of Wands. So give me more on the World. Yeah, the Star. We're back to the Star and Justice. That's exactly what the universe does. It gives you a course correction. You need to be balanced out again. There's a level of feeling superior. And this comes with a lesson. But again, it's trying to guide you to your turning point. This is part of the cycle growth. Movement is happening, progress is happening, things are good. But I think this is where the compassion needs to come back in versus the ego time. Get more on this Eight of Wands. This just feels like an energetic surge with this Eight of Wands. Okay, Spirit. Yeah, Eight of Swords with the Six of Swords. So again, there's a balance necessary. Remember when we talked about the Six of Pentacles? There's this two eights here, which is also part of what's being manifested. It's a turning point. It's the infinity where we kind of get back to point zero, the center. And I just feel like you're not seeing it. Eight of Swords. There's something that, I'm telling you, I'm going to clarify that Eight of Swords. Give me around this Eight of Swords. Ten of Cups. So it could be something of it's like a past wound that's growing, or healing within you about when it comes to family dynamics. And something needs to be forgiven. Something you probably thought you didn't think about, something you didn't realize. But either way, there's a mental growth that's happening and taking place. Six of Swords. This is, again, soul balance, justice, serving. Six is about the growth. So there's a dynamic that's being settled here. Something is being settled here. Yep, there it goes back. So we're back to the Six of Pentacles. Something's balancing out for you. And this is divine timing. And it's like some of you carry some level of, it's a family wound or perception of some sort. But I do feel a superior sense. So let's see what your abundance guidance is. What is your abundance guidance? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Release jealousy. Release it. I'm sorry, Scorpio. This is I know not many readers know how to give this kind of read. I don't, because I don't live in the gaslighting world. Hence the small channel. Nobody likes truth. So here, jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. This is about divine timing again. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universe flow. So some of it's a triggering of jealousy. That's why I say there's like this, this could be towards you. This could also be towards you, Scorpio. But I do feel is a test, because whenever lessons like this resurface in your life, it's because we're also learning something. So there is a sense of winning here that stems from jealousy. Maybe you feel someone is projecting onto you, but that's something they're also showing about yourself, is what I'm saying. So there's something to be learned here, and how we respond and react is the lesson. Okay, so obviously we're talking about lesson. Yep, rejection. Exactly. It's not you, so don't reject yourself. Rejection is divine intervention. And that's what this is. This is why I'm saying that Temperance here is, this is divine intervention. This is giving a lesson. So there's a lesson to someone, and this is also how we learn and the tests of the universe where we help others, right? So you're being tested. You may be put to test to certain situations to address patterns with yourself and others. This is also the lesson for them. If someone's feeling triggered, jealousy, it's a form of rejection, but a rejection to ourselves. It's not you, so don't reject yourself. We can't reject ourselves. This is a divine intervention to teach us a lesson about something we need to address emotionally. And that's part of the lesson here. This is where the justice comes in for ourself. Even if it's for someone else, we also get justice here. This is how you learn to evolve and help and heal also. So let's see what other guidance for you. Prayer. Your angels and spirit guides have seen your struggles and are urging you to pray for guidance. The divine can only guide you when you specifically ask for their help. Ask and you shall receive. So this is to me just reminding you that the lessons aren't over. We also have to be in a place, we also are in a place of needing help ourselves. That's why I say we don't have all the answers. We can ask and we shall receive too, knowing that the evolution of our growth is forever and ever and ever until we transition out of this world. So that's my reading here, Scorpio. Tough love as always. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency, but remember to live always relentlessly, striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.